Whoever you got first, whatever you got, number one.
Vetting. We're gonna go with the vetting process. We'll start off with the.
A lot of women don't understand life is aligning with the things that you want in your life. And the problem is a lot of us women don't even know what we really want or what we're truly looking for in a long-term serious relationship. Do you even want that? Are you ready for that? Do you want marriage? Do you want kids? What do you want your life to look like? These are all things that you need to get clear on. Because once you are clear on these things, when you meet a man, you're gonna know real quick whether he's aligning with things that you want in your life. Let's say you want marriage. And in the first couple of dates, he's talking about how marriage is just a waste of money, a contract, something he doesn't believe in. That right there tells you that that man is not for you. There's no one-size-fits-all conversation. It's really about getting clear on what you want.
Okay. Okay. Of course, we know, or you should know, if you are dating, in relationship, or in between, the vetting process is very important.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because we live in the age where accountability is very, very big at this point. Everybody's bringing it up, and we seem like we play the blame game. But if you properly vet who you're dating, chances are is that you'll get the right partner.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So
right. Let's start with a definition first. What does vetting mean to you?
well, let's swing it to our guest.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, what vetting means to me is basically you really getting to know who you getting involved with, period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Knowing how they think, how they act, what makes them mad, what makes them upset. You have to go through different channels to see what that person is about.
All right. What kind of channels you talking?
Like the channels I'm talking is more or less like everything about them.
Mhm.
You gonna turn to channel 1? Okay, Bow, let me see what this is. Let me see what channel 2 is.
Yeah.
Let me see what your thought pattern is. Let me see where your heart is. Let me see where your mind is. Where your plan is in 5 years, 6 years.
Mhm.
That's what I'm about channel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And once you figure that out, because you got to see, it's not like back then when we was 20, 19. Come here, shorty. Let's talk. Let's talk.
The world was so much smaller then, right?
Right. Let's have a good time. This and that. It's not about that no more.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to see what a person's resume is about. You got to see if this is the person you want to be with for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So that's
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. I think it's vetting is doing your research on a person, before you invest time and money into this person, especially as a man, because when you're dating and you're courting. I think vetting is the stage before courting. You know what I mean? It's almost like a background check.
Okay.
You're gonna see. You're gonna. I'm fine with judging people. I feel like it's judgment. You know what I mean? You're judging people by their family. You're judging people by their peer groups, how other people respect them, and how they act in public. Honestly, I think that's the first level of vetting.
All right. So how far are we going? Like how far along are we in the relationship during the vetting process? Because I think that's the biggest.
First date.
I get it.
It starts. Yeah, you're right.
That's where I feel like it really starts, right?
Yeah.
But I think the problem is that people have sex before they finish up the vetting process, right? And a lot of the times, that's what. All right,
that's part of the vetting process. If you let me smash too early, I gotta kind of
you can.
You know what I mean? I'll take it, but that's a little mark on the bad side too.
It can be. But you know what? I'm gonna come from with it.
Hey, that's why we got you. Freaky ass nigga.
I'm gonna come from with it. Where it's like, okay, in that world, it's like, okay, like being a swinger, it's like you're gonna look at it like.
I'm sorry. Say it again. You said that math fast.
Being a swinger, you're gonna look at it like, okay, well, if it's bad or if it's not, do I feel like teaching this person that's already in this age bracket? You're gonna ask yourself that. or do I want to teach this person?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
But what if you want to teach somebody? Like,
you can and you don't. It all depends. Now that's where more vetting comes in.
right.
Do you want to spend that time just like you want to spend money? Do you want to spend that? Do you want to spend that quality time teaching this person that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's on that end.
And you're talking about sexual things.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I'm talking about like in that, swinger era.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it's different. If you're not in that type of situation, yes, you're going to look at sex differently. Because if you look at it, you're going to look at it like, okay, damn, this too early. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe this. So your vetting process is going to be different.
So you're never judging a woman by if she let you smash too early.
Exactly. I can't.
You
Because
can't.
It's different in that world. Because I'm coming from that world.
Right.
From that world is
But
different.
you're from that world. Do you
Right.
want a woman from that world?
It don't matter. She don't have to be. She don't have to be.
Would you prefer or would you not? You would want a woman from a square world.
It don't matter. It don't matter to me.
It don't matter. So,
don't matter.
so no preference.
Right. Because up front, I'm going to tell you, this is what I do.
How up front?
First day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What reaction do you usually get?
Word? What the fuck? But then I have to break down. I have to break it down. Like, you gotta understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Starting from 18, 19,
Mhm.
and at that time, the person I was with was 26, who introduced me to a whole different world.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, look, I'm gonna ask you, can we be, this is what it is. Are we, remember, like I said before, is this an open, closed, or is this gonna be a swinger or a polygamous relationship?
Open, closed, swinger, polygamous.
Or polygamous.
What are the differences, please?
Difference is, okay, if it's open,
Mhm.
it's an open relationship. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do what I do, you do what you do. We still in a relationship.
All right.
Okay.
Do you have to tell each other?
You can say, yeah, tell each other.
You can, or do you have to?
Yeah, you can. You have to.
You have to say, I smashed something last night.
I'm with this person, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? In the open.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And the polygamous is that can go both ways. Well, a male can have two females, and then you have the other word. It's a different word that they use.
Polygyny, right?
Right.
Right.
Where it's like, okay, the female can have another male.
Yeah.
Which, hey,
and we're seeing that a lot often, right? Like lately, we've been seeing that a little bit of that.
But you know what that is
been
too?
picking up.
Would you allow that?
But you know what that is? That's a swinger relationship.
Okay.
Because the thing is,
you speeding.
Right, but I have to take it there because he asked, would I allow that?
Would you?
Would I allow that?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't mind it.
No. All right. So no. The reason why it's different because in polygamy and polygyny, one person is allowed to be with multiple persons. Those other people can't be with other people.
And yeah, you have in a polygamous relationship.
It's closed one way.
Right.
And it's open one way.
Right. The male have two females. Then the other one, the female has more males.
Yeah.
But if you look at reality, that's a swinger relationship.
No, the swinger relationship is closer to the open. The swinger relationship is everybody doing whatever, right?
Yeah, but it's kind of the same. You just picking. In other words, in this one, you just picking who you want. The swinger relationship is like whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's a closed relationship, it's none of that involved. It's just us.
Yeah, closed is just the regular square biz. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I would honestly, I would prefer closed, but I'm open to situation.
I really feel like, see, it went into sex, but I feel like sex complicates a lot of this.
Okay.
Because I think people have sex too fast, and they start to, when you vet, you're vetting to see if everything checks out, right? Mm-hmm. And there are no red flags.
Mm-hmm. That is a red flag if it is.
I'm sorry.
The thing is, if you sleeping with that person, you might overlook a red flag in that person because like you want to continue to have sex with that person. That person might have an issue that if you were using your clear mind, you wouldn't go for it. It'd be a deal breaker. But since we had sex, it might have been good sex, and it's like especially women. Now we're talking from a man's perspective, right? But think about it from a woman's perspective. If they get open enough to have sex with a guy can have mad red flags. And they'll just go along with it. And I think that's how they get caught up a lot of the times.
Well, that's their power. That's what they have control.
They gave
over.
it away.
Yeah, and they gave away their power. So now they have to kind of go with the flow. Because it's like, all right, I don't showed my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So now what?